Hi, I'm Kevin Hill, and as you can see, we're going to do something completely different today. I'm going to do a time lapse, so I went ahead and filmed this before you hear me talking. I'm just watching the video as you're watching it actually. I'm just kind of giving you my thoughts of the whole painting. So this is acrylic on paper. I just start out with my basic sketch and kind of throw it all in. You guys know how to do this. We do this in the small ones too. Of course, if you're enjoying these, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to let me know. And maybe I'll show you another time-lapse mural, but I just thought it'd be a lot of fun to show you how this one was done, maybe without dragging it on too long. I'm blocking in the little mountains and the islands, which was a lot of fun. Just kind of a dark gray-green. Again, I'm using acrylic paints and some big brushes and trying to get it done pretty quick. I think I spent about 6 or 7 hours on this one. You see how we kind of just silhouette them against the sky, not a big deal. And the paper already being blue is actually a lot of help. It's kind of like tinting your canvas with a color. There you can see I did a little bit more. And now we're working on some palm trees. I'm actually using a really big filbert brush, like a 1 inch, or well, maybe it's not quite, it's like a 3/4 inch filbert, pretty good size one. And it's getting those little palm trees in pretty nicely. Now here we are working on the eye of the wave, kind of getting some color in there. That's good. Of course, acrylics dry really fast, especially on paper. They just like freeze to the paper, it seems. So the blends were mostly done using dry brush blending techniques, which is a good technique to kind of have in your toolbox to get out. It works even with oil paints if you need to go back and correct something. So kind of something good to note. There, this is a lot of fun. Kind of fun to watch it back actually. Never get to do this and commentate while we're doing it. But there we're laying in the shadows. I used a little touch of purple in there just to give it some color. And now we're laying on a bit of a highlight, just kind of working on this little wave. The wave really isn't the feature. This is almost like a fantasy underwater feeling to this painting, which I thought was kind of fun. Now I'm dropping in a little base shadow tone. There, see that? That kind of goes in pretty easily. Actually, this painting wasn't so bad. I thought it might be kind of tough. It wasn't bad. It went very smoothly, which was good. You can see I step back and take a good look. Here I'm highlighting our little islands, kind of a tropical scene, obviously. You can see we're brushing in some more color. We're brushing in the sun rays, and then I move on to see some deeper ocean. So I just tint it probably with a little black, the blue with the black, and then brush it on again. It just like seizes to the paper. So a lot of dry brush blending here. See, still dry brush blending, and you notice I'm stepping back and I take a good look at it every few minutes. It's very important. I want you guys to do that with your regular paintings too. It helps a lot. Get a good view of your painting. Now we're doing the sand in the kind of in the bottom, and I tried very hard to tint everything with blue down here at the bottom because it'll just give it a better feeling of underwater. You see some rocks went in on the left, and now I'm doing some bigger rocks on the right. And you see where the rocks are kind of going in. And the dark really makes it pop. I love the dark against the light. That's that contrast thing. So some people, you know, when you kind of step out of your comfort zone, discard the rules of nature. But I try not to. I mean, obviously sometimes I do, but I try not to. All right, here comes a sea turtle. Yeah, we're going to do a sea turtle. I've maybe done, I think this is the 3rd one I've done in my life. And I think the other sea turtles that I did were like 5 or 6 years ago. So no practice, just kind of jumped in. I did have a sketch in the very beginning. I don't know if you guys saw me using a piece of paper I was looking at. It was just a pencil drawing, which kind of helped me map it in. And then I just sketched it onto the paper and started going for it. See, I'm kind of shading now. And here goes the highlight. Looks like I got some midtones going. That's good. And then some details. And I played around with the sea turtle a little while. Maybe took, I don't know, half an hour on that sea turtle. Maybe. And there comes some highlight. I hope you guys are enjoying seeing this sped up. I think this is kind of a lot of fun. Just gives you a unique way to see kind of how the mural was created, because there's just a little too much footage for a regular video. Now you can see what I'm doing to the head. See how I put that little line? I ended up, there you go, trimming it down and adding more highlight. Looks like I added an eye and a mouth. Then I'm going to go ahead and underpaint these little fish here. See how I did that in white? Kind of cool. Good technique. And here I'm adding tiny little fish, and I guess I didn't care if they were kind of subtle, so I just left them. Looks like we threw some yellow on the fish there, and I have some rock and coral action happening. I didn't film every little bit because 7 hours of footage would have been crazy. I filmed about an hour and a half's worth, but I tried to give you the best pieces to make sure the camera was going when I was doing the best parts. So here's some nice kelp that's going in that helps to push back. Here's, oh yeah, here's some coral. So all this stuff helps to push everything back into the background, kind of makes the painting fit. You see, it looks like we did a little blue on the sea turtle there that helps to keep him under the water. I actually remember the blue helped it a lot. It was looking kind of out of place before that. Here comes some more coral. Looks like we did some detail to the fish. I'm just painting coral. My legs were sore after this one with all the up and down, but that's okay. It was a lot of fun. Looks like I'm just detailing out some more coral. I'm using that big filbert again. I liked that thing. There's some more. Yeah, more highlight. Just working on, you know, the different subtle shading. Because this is acrylic and it dries so fast, sometimes you have to work an extra minute of blending color, you know, using the dry brush techniques. Make sure you get a lot of variation in there. The oils are easier because they just, you know, you put one color and it automatically creates like 5 or 6 different colors because the painting is wet. So we're not getting that here. So it takes a little longer to get especially the foreground things. And here it is finished. So it looks like we just kind of finished out the coral, and that was about all it took. So I hope you really enjoyed watching this. I had a lot of fun watching it with you and kind of giving you my thoughts as we go. So don't forget to check out our website, our full-length DVDs, and also the brush line. Thanks for watching.